In this video, I'm sharing 4 text animations that are quick, easy, and perfect for any project. I'll walk you through how to build each one step by step, so stick around until the end to learn how to save them as presets and use them anytime. Alright, let's start with the first one, the character follow-up. Each letter follows the one before it, moving up and fading in individually. Simple to build, and perfect for titles and lower thirds. Start by dragging a text plus title from the effects library onto the Video 1 track in your timeline. Select it and click into the text field in the inspector. Replace the default text with your own content. Now change the font to Anton for a bold look. Increase the size to around 0.15. Switch to the Fusion page. With the template node selected, right-click on the text field in the inspector, choose Follower, and go to the Modifiers tab. In the Follower modifier, open the Timing tab and set the delay to 1. Switch to the Shading tab. At frame 0, set opacity to 0 and add a keyframe. Then scroll down to Position and set offset Y to -0.25 at frame 0. Add another keyframe here too. Move to frame 7. Set opacity to 1 and add a keyframe. Then scroll down to Position and set offset Y to 0. Now each character moves up individually. Open the spline editor. Select both the opacity and offset curves, press Command A, then press Command S to create an S curve. Press Command T to open the ease in and ease out settings. Lock them together and set both to around 70. Close the editor and play it back. Now we have a clean motion. Now open the Settings tab on the Template node. Enable Motion Blur and increase the quality to 6. With the template node selected, press Shift Spacebar, search for NeoGlow, and add it. Set the intensity to 0.085 and the radius to 0.9. With the NeoGlow node selected, press Shift Spacebar again, search for Drop Shadow, and add it. Set the drop distance to 0.025 and the blur to 0.5. Play it back, and you'll see how the characters follow each other with smooth motion, a subtle glow, and a soft trailing shadow. Next up is the word-by-word effect. Instead of animating letter by letter, this one reveals your text word by word. Clean, smooth, and great for longer phrases. Select your text plus node and press Command-C to copy it. Then press Command-Shift-V to paste an instance. Connect instance text 1 to the green input of the original text node. With instance text 1 selected, open the Shading tab. Right-click on Enabled and click Deinstance, then disable it. Do the same for element 5. Deinstance it, then enable it. Go to Appearance and choose Border Fill. Then change the level property from Character to Word. Drag the instance node into the viewer so you can see it. Now adjust Extend Horizontal until there is a visible gap around each word. Switch to the Text tab, right-click on the text field, and click Follower. In the Modifiers tab, set the delay to 1. Go to the Shading tab inside the Follower. Enable element 5. Move to frame 0 and set the opacity to 0. Advance to frame 15, set opacity to 1, and add a keyframe. Switch to the Transform tab and change the unit from characters to words. At frame 0, set offset Y to -0.05 and add a keyframe. At frame 15, set offset Y to 0 and add another keyframe. Now the words move up individually, but it's not smooth yet. Open the spline editor. Select instance text to see the curve. Then select all with Command A, right-click, go to Ease, and choose Out Cubic. Select the original text node, open the Settings tab, enable Motion Blur, set the quality to 6, and the shutter angle to 280. Play it back and each word lifts into place with a smooth, fluid motion. The third effect, Blur Up. The text blurs in, lifts up, and sharpens into focus. A cinematic entrance that works on anything. We're starting with a Text Plus node in the Fusion page. Click the Transform tab in the inspector. We'll animate Offset Y. This moves each character individually. At frame 0, set Offset Y to -0.1 and add a keyframe. Move the playhead to frame 10, set it back to 0, and add another keyframe. Now switch to the Shading tab. At frame 0, set opacity to 0 and add a keyframe. Move to frame 10, set opacity to 1, and add another keyframe. Open the spline editor. Select both the character offset and opacity curves, press Command A, then right-click, go to Ease, and choose Out Cubic. Close the editor and play it back. The text fades in and lifts up with clean, eased motion. Now let's add the blur. Select the Text Plus node, press Shift Spacebar, search for Gaussian Blur, and add it. It connects automatically between the text and media out. With Gaussian Blur selected, go to frame 0. Set strength to 0.4 and add a keyframe. Move to frame 10, set strength to 0, and add another keyframe. Open the spline editor again. Select the strength curve, press Command A, right-click, Ease in Cubic. Close it and play back the full effect. And just like that, all three effects come together. And the last one, random blur. Each character blurs in and sharpens in a completely random order, perfect for adding an unpredictable, dynamic feel to your text. With the template node selected, right-click on the text field in the inspector and choose Follower. In the Timing tab, set the delay to 1. Then open the Order dropdown and select Random but 1 by 1. Switch to the Shading tab and scroll down to Softness. Set both Softness X and Softness Y to 20 and add keyframes at frame 0. The text now starts fully blurred. Move the playhead to frame 24. Reset both Softness X and Softness Y to 0. Return to frame 0. Set opacity to 0 and add a keyframe. Move to frame 5. Set opacity to 1 and add another keyframe. Open the spline editor. Unselect opacity. Select the softness X and Y curve with Command A and make an S curve with Command S, and pull the ease in handle up to around 70 for a smooth, natural fade in and out. Close the editor and play it back. Each character blurs in and sharpens individually, appearing in a completely random order. If you found this helpful, smash that subscribe button and drop a like. It really helps the channel grow. Now, let me show you how to save these animations so you can reuse them in any future project. Click the 3 dots above your media pool and enable Show Power Bins. Open Master, right-click, and create a new bin. Name it Text Animations. Now select all your Text Plus clips from the timeline and drag them into the bin. From now on, you can drag any of these animations into any project and just update the text in the inspector. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.